say you boss in your boss. So boss up a rank for us. Sing up a rank for us. Boss up a rank for us. Boss up a rank for us. As a tribute to Douglas. You promise one public service. Everybody will be made permanent. Nobody going home. Take Susu in you. I don't believe in superstition. Something wrong with that transformation. From the 10 them boys drink the water. Strange thing happening in Grenada. 3 houses born in Victoria. 2 born in St. David soon after. David Anderson and his brother. We had suicide and murder. Who tell them drink the water? The transformation water. From the time they drink the water, like they put a spell on Grenada. They wrong to drink the water. The transformation water. From the time they drink the water, they start to reverse Grenada. Automatic, Carico, Grenada, and it's that. Juve man in a hold my head and ball. PM play a jump and climb a wall. But it's only then I remember he drank the transformation water. And when I listen to the AG, if they do wicked, well they crazy. If you don't support their agenda, they treat you like fish out of water. Who tell them drink the water? The transformation water. From the time they drink the water, like they put a spell on Grenada. They wrong to drink the water. The transformation water. From the time they drink the water, they start to reverse Grenada. Every time I put on my TV, see the minister of MIT. By Django says small and no panic. The whole government photogenic. If they go to the bathroom to pee, posting it up for the world to see. Taking out pictures like circus clown. Only balling, boots on the ground. Who tell them drink the water? The transformation water. From the time they drink the water, like they put a spell on Grenada. They wrong to drink the water. The transformation water. From the time they drink the water, they start to reverse Grenada. They say that fella never sleep here. Drink the water too and he get glad. Then he take a rake in Carrico and he start to rake up them people. Brian and Daisy say the man don't care. He transfer a woman to the play. They say how she wear a green jersey. So get rid of all those NNP. Who tell them drink the water? The transformation water. From the time they drink the water, like they put a spell on Grenada. They wrong to drink the water. The transformation water. From the time they drink the water, they start to reverse Grenada. If you sit at the report in Grenville, what does work and bump like a square reel? Tell these malas cannot understand. How come me don't get a position? Philip is chairman and Nawasa. Glenn is ambassador to Cuba. Keto is the new house speaker. They should make you Facebook minister. Who tell them drink the water? The transformation water. From the time they drink the water, like they put a spell on Grenada. They wrong to drink the water. The transformation water. From the time they drink the water, they start to reverse Grenada. Same lady what mess up Jelly, mess up Dennis in conference also. Now she is a big minister. I want to say glory, hallelujah. To sing that song you really brave. Dennis must be turning in it.
And a good night to you, Grenada, Carrico, and Petit Martinique. Once again, it is time for Talking Points. My name is Sheldon Scott, here with you up until the 10 o'clock hour. Yeah. Just a little bit late tonight. I do apologize for the late start. It's now 12 minutes after the hour of 8 o'clock. Saying a special good night to those of you listening to us via 91.9, 91.5 Real FM. Yeah. Broadcasting out of St. Patrick. Good night to you all. And we should be joined a little later on by our good friends on 92.9 Sister Isle FM out there in Carriacou. And of course 94.9 out there in Brooklyn. We Noise Radio, they bring the noise.
Drink the water, they start to reverse Grenada. Who tell them drink the water? The transformation water. From the time they drink the water, like they put a spell on Grenada. They wrong to drink the water. The transformation water.
Yeah, I'm just booting back up after the weekend. So that, yeah, you understand? Yeah, sometimes I just booting back up some of the stuff here after the weekend. Yeah, just making sure everything, yeah.
Yes, this is a tribute to Tobilos. is one of our fallen soldiers.
And let me say, because I got some very, very disturbing news today, and let me send my condolences to the family of Auntie Ruth. You all know, over the years, Auntie Ruth has been a person that has always listened to this program. Yes, it's a hard one for me, yeah.
Teddy gonna walk with cats and stunner, but he say he gets so old and riven. Now they calling him number 7. Sing a parang for us. What's a parang for us? They say you boss in your boss. So
believe me, I still find that one kind of hard and to believe, eh? Nice. Yeah.
What's a parang for us? What's a parang for us? As a tribute to Douglas. Yes, man. Hey.
And you know, it's a Monday night. We're going to open the phone lines early. 440-7377 and 347-329-3101. Those are the numbers for you to call and get onto the inside of tonight's program.
Like that transformation have a course. Black folks start to write.
Good night to you, Zelia.
The one what really surprised me is when...
Yes, Zelia, I know Christmas is next week, Zelia.
Last election, them folks seeking for...
Good night to you, Zela. And yes, Zela, Nia, Namara, yes, all of you, nice, yes. Zoe, yes, I know Christmas is next week, all right, kids? Nice.
Sing a parang for us. What's a parang for us?
I take it in front before in front take me.
As a tribute to Douglas. Yes, man. Them for one compensation. Hey, hey. No more free egg. Ever you fall swim? Hey, boy. Trouble in the south.
Hello, good night. Hi, good night, my dear. Auntie Mona, how are you doing, my dear?
Why? You know how things go.
Oh, gosh, yeah.
I'm trying to get in touch with you to make you know until that I can get in touch with you.
And listen, there's a good friend of mine. I missed a call from them either Monday or Tuesday last week. But you know, with the budget and everything, your head hot.
Yes.
So I said I would call them back. I came to do the program. When I came to do the program one of those nights, I realized I missed a call from the person again. I said, well, yes, when the program finished, I will call them back. Forgot about that. They tried to call me sometime. I answered and I said, here's what, I'm going to call you back because I'm on a bus and I don't like to hold conversations while I'm on a bus. Right. And I have a feeling is that they were trying to call me to tell me whole week last week. Yeah. I had absolutely no idea.
It's a kind of shocking thing, boy.
Yeah.
Well, I call Andre and let Andre and them know. I tried to get you, but I did not get you.
Yeah, that one was kind of hard for me this afternoon. That one was kind of hard for me. Yeah, because you know, it's me and Auntie Ruth from ever since
yeah, well, you know
I was
how
doing.
we tight.
Yeah, ever since I used to come to St. Patrick's to do a radio program back in 2010.
Yeah.
Is back and forth. Auntie Ruth, that is one of the first persons would be calling and so on. Is Auntie Ruth, Auntie Mona? Is Auntie Ruth, Auntie Mona, and a few other people. And I mean, yeah, it was a difficult one. And again, I'd like to just offer my condolences to her family, and especially my brethren, Brendan. But I think Brendan lose my number, so Brendan don't know how to find man. He's his head hot. The last thing he go think about is how to call Sheldon. He head hot. So I could understand that. Yeah?
Well, I don't know. Well, I don't know when will be the funeral yet. Well, it's next year.
Yeah, well, I don't know. Maybe, you know, people could do things quick. Sometimes they decide this week or next week or so. But
not this week. Not this week.
All right, but they'll let me know.
Yeah?
You all will let me know. You all know how to find me. You all will let me know.
And while we there, we holding on.
Yes, indeed. All right, my dear. You have a good one and you stay safe, eh?
Well, with God, all things are possible.
As I always say, I want to be talking to and with you and not about you like we're doing right now about Auntie Ruth.
Right,
all right. Okay, my dear.
Take good care of yourself.
All right, love you. You
and
stay well.
Continue with your program.
All right, my dear. We'll talk.
Right. Yvonne Courtney in America, good night.
Yes, Yvonne. All right, but yeah.
And my friend.
Well, it's Yvonne and Marilyn. It's our crew.
Right.
All right,
and
my
Yolan
dear.
Smith, wherever you is, good night too.
Yes, Ambassador Yolan Smith.
Yeah, that's my friend. That's my people, man.
She is actually one of the many Grenadians that this government turned the back on.
Yes.
And have gotten some excellent jobs out there. Not only
I don't know if
she's got it. She's got an excellent job. I'm trying to
I know
remember
she
which.
come right inside my house here
Yeah.
and let me know what's taking place.
Yeah.
I even have a book of what she thing.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
have
the
a
book
book
that she
from her.
released earlier this year. Yeah.
Yeah, she was here.
Yes.
She come when she launched the book and she was on Andre radio station.
Yeah.
And talking about it.
Of course.
Me and her mom was a real good friend, medicine lady.
Yes. Don't worry. That's how I know her through her mom. That was another person that used to interact with me on radio. Yes.
Yeah.
Her brother, everybody. Her brother and me is good friend as well. One of her brothers.
Right.
All right, my dear. Well, you enjoy
Take
the rest
care
of your
of
night.
yourself.
All right. Bye-bye.
Okay.
440-7377. That's 440-7377. That's the number for you to call and get on to the inside of tonight's program. And over the weekend, we did take the opportunity to rebroadcast for you the presentations by the senators. So last week, Thursday and Friday, we took the opportunity to rebroadcast the lower house. So you got the messages from Dr. Mitchell, Honorable Kate Skeeter, Lois Peters. You got Honorable Emlyn Pear, Honorable Peter David, Honorable Clarice Mother. So you got everybody. And then on Sunday, starting at 9, we rebroadcast the Senate. And believe me, every one of our people, whether in the upper or lower house, Senate or House of Representatives, they did an excellent job. So let me congratulate them once again. Yeah? And let me say this. I realize there's a trend right now. They're trying to get us to stay off the non-event that the budget was. Let me put that in quotes. Non-event. Budget 2024, as presented by the NDC administration, was a non-event. And you know, I took some time today and I was listening over Budget 2022, which was read, of course, when you say Budget 2022, that would have been read in 2021. So I listened over Budget Presentation 2021 by the Honorable Gregory Boehm. And you know, when you listen to that budget, and people could have listened to that budget and say, well, okay, this is for me, that is for me, this is for me, that is for me. So when you heard Budget 2022, that's the budget that covered the year last year. When you heard that budget, you heard so many things inside there. You heard of the housing assistance. You heard of the bathroom and toilet program. You heard of the increased money under seed, which was not a temporary measure. Who want to lie to you and claim that it's a temporary measure? That is the lie from the pit of hell. Yeah? Who want to be a political prostitute could go ahead and be a political prostitute, you know. But don't lie. Speak the truth. Yeah? Because if you know something is untrue and you come peddling it to other people, well, there's no other way to describe you. I mean, sorry, I don't like to use such language, but still. I mean, no. That totally wrong. I mean, anyway, we won't come to that. 440-7377. 440-7377. And folks, just in case you all don't realize, yes, we're not doing program next week, eh? Yes, this will be the last week of programming for 2023. Yeah, this will be the last week of programming for the year 2023. Right, so next week, I'll not be in studio, just letting you all know up front. All right, nice. 440-7377. You can call us directly. You can call us on WhatsApp. And I am trying to get someone via WhatsApp here, but I'm not sure what's taking place. Hello, good night. Hello. Hi, good night. Oh boy, the WhatsApp is giving problems tonight. And we'll clear that up. Over the holidays, we're going to do some work on the system again. Hello, good night.
Yeah, buds.
Hey, what's up, brother? Hey.
Boy, I listen them senators Sunday,
Mm-hmm.
and they impress me, boy.
Yeah, man.
Especially the lady.
Senator,
I love to hear the lady.
Senator Katisha Douglas.
Rack up them on the next side. She say, I'm speaking. Shut up.
No, I want you. I can't remember when she said that part.
When I'm speaking, shut up.
I can't remember she said that part. You know. You sure you listening right here? What I would say is this, though. Remember the name, Senator Katisha Douglas.
On the other side, have respect. I talking.
Yeah, well, that not shut up, and she didn't say.
I love that lady, boy. First time I see that lady.
Yeah, that she's been there, but she's been out for the majority of this year. Two circumstances beyond her control.
Well,
she has been out for most of this year.
Afterwards, you go say what you have to say.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead, man.
And the young fella in Happy Ilobe,
Mm-hmm.
I don't like what they're doing him, man. They have them sign up and cut him off. I vex. And those senators and them, they well speak to. I love all of them. Cox. Well, we'll talk about Emmeline and Miss Morris. I love to hear these people and them speak, boy. But, Sheldon, this budget is the biggest shit I ever hear in life. The biggest shit. I don't know what kind of budget
my brother, language. My brother, language. Children listening. Go ahead.
I listen budget all the time. From Gary come up, but that one is in it. That one is Tata. Yeah, that is in it. They have to will and come again. Especially the old donkey face carnival. All right, I done.
Okay, brother. All right. Yeah, just always remember language. Yes, children are listening to the program, so we have to be careful. Yeah, nice. Yeah, I know sometimes we get so upset when we hear certain things or we see certain things. I know it was upsetting to see what the last caller just spoke about, bull. Yeah, everybody know that is bull voice. What he spoke about with the constant interruptions of Senator Neelan Franklin. It's a bad and it's a good. It's a bad that they think that they have to do that. But it's also a good that they think they have to do that. It shows that they are afraid of Senator Franklin. They are afraid. And therefore, they have employed the strategy of trying to frustrate his presentation and cut his time. We have a caller online. Good night.
Hey, bro.
Hey, what's up?
Hey.
Yeah, man. You hearing me? Go through.
I just one of the phrases, they man, cry. He had to have a next word in the dictionary for them. We're going to get it later. Man, have a blessed Christmas.
Same to you, bro.
Next year.
Right.
Okay, love you all.
Blessings.
All right.
Yes, indeed. I cry. Senator Cox had the place smashing up with that one, man. And that's the thing. They want us to focus on other things. They want to move past. Have you realized that this administration, they want to move past the budget presentation as fast as possible because it has been a non-event. People were waiting there with bated breath. We're going to hear something new. What are you going to do to affect the sufferation that various categories of people are going through in this country? And we're not just speaking about the vulnerable folks. We're not just speaking about them. We're speaking about the middle class who are quickly becoming the poor class. We are talking about the upper middle class who are being pushed down to being lower middle class. You have all of that taking place. What are the measures that were done to improve the lot of these people? You didn't hear that. We have a caller online. Good night.
Good night, children.
Hi, good night.
Well, I asking you, who was this Prime Minister of Guinea, who he was speaking to when he went into Parliament and saying about nobody who beggy, who mouth on the ground, have no right to be in politics. I guess it's not the opposition members he was speaking to. I want to believe he was giving his own men what. So I don't know if you agree with me, but this is an insulting statement. He said he's a general. The Speaker of the House is a general, and they don't have to beg. So he's proving that he has money. So I never heard that in my whole political life, where Prime Minister going to say about people beggy, and who should be in politics and who should not be in politics. So that is an insulting language. Another thing is that one of the activists told me that if they want to give back the 150, they should give across the board. But Mr. Leonard George explained it. Is certain category are getting it, so this is not something to make a big boast about. They took it across the board, everybody lost their 150. To go back now, everybody not getting it back. So this is not a plus. This is not an area they should take praises. I believe it's because of pressure they put it back, and they still don't give back everybody. I don't know if you agree with Michelle. All right. Thank you.
Yes, indeed. And the caller is making some valuable points there. When it comes to the seed payment, as announced by the Minister of Finance, as reaffirmed by the Prime Minister and the Minister with responsibility for the seed program, Senator Gloria Thomas, and I believe also Honorable Telesford spoke about it as well. Now, they are not giving back the 150 to everybody. They are only giving it back to people who are over the age of 65. That is a significant but yet small category of people. Significant in because they deserve it. Let me make that absolutely clear. The people over 65 deserve it. It should have never been taken from them. And I want to again congratulate all of you who continue to make that call from January to now to have that 150 reinstalled, and to those of you who asked for it to be increased, because indeed it has been slightly increased. They have also said they are only going to give it to the people who are mentally ill. Again, a significant group of people, yes, they need it. They need to be on their medication, and what medication they have to buy. I know generally they get that free of cost from, well, that's when government have it, because sometimes I see some medication they missing the papayo. But as long as they've got the need, that these people would receive the 150 and so on. Right. Mental cases and differently abled. I don't like to use the other word, but differently abled people. People who may be bedridden and housebound and that sort of thing and are receiving. Right. I agree. Those categories of people need to receive. But the largest category, which are the school children, it's support for education. SEED. One of those E's in seed stands for education. But they are not supporting education. At a point in time that you have inflation, yes, we know some of you are going to do the Christmas shopping and so on right now, and your general shopping. But when they're going to do that shopping now, the cost of what you paid for last month is higher this month. Your utilities, etc., the month of December tends to be a higher utility month. In other words, you use more electricity because the place get darker earlier. So you use more electricity plus the Christmas lights and all this thing and the Christmas this and the Christmas that. So you tend to use a lot more electricity during the month of December. The same goes with water. Yeah? Because of the cleaning and all these different things. So come January, you end up having to pay a little more than normal. Right? So with all of this, they didn't decide that Let's help the children and put them back on the list. So come January, when those big December bills hit, that at least there'd be some sort of buffer that we offer. Best to take the E out, one of the E's out of the seed thing and make it said instead of seed. Because they are not supporting education. They have actually categorized a group of people and say, well, we don't need to add to them. We don't need to give to them. Them children and them, that's their business. If they could make it down from Grenville to St. David's Catholic Secondary School, that's their business. If they could make it from St. David's up to Grenville Secondary or SAS, that is their business. If they could make it from St. Patrick down to SAS, we ain't care. That is the attitude that they are giving when they took it away from them in the first instance. And now, I don't know what sin that these children have done. I don't know what sin people who are under the age of 60, over the age of 60, but under the age of 65, I have no idea what sin these people have committed that the NDC have on the books for them. But they ain't giving them back. And according to the statement that we heard from Senator Cox, if you really care about these people, and you're really a caring individual, and you're really a caring government, what you would do is give them the retroactive back up to January. Yeah, all that you have taken from these people, from January to December, you would give them back. And you know, I see this government touting things as successes. So they're running around and they're talking about, we've paid the pension and that's a success. And we've are now paying fortnightly salaries, bi-monthly salaries. Well, hello, speak to public servants, police officers, nurses, who going to have to spend Christmas with half the amount of money that it does usually spend. The government didn't say, well, okay, it's the month of December and we are going to make a change for the month of December, and instead of paying half salary, we're going to give you your full salary on the 15th so you can do what you need to do. Spend it carefully. How you spend it is your business, not theirs. Spend it carefully because January, we know, yeah, you wouldn't get nothing until the middle of January. Remember, you don't have to wait till the end of January, you know. You're getting something in the middle of January. So they could have given them the little thing. They could have given them the other half. But no, they're making them wait on the whole half. No, yeah, they're getting a whole half. No, and then they're getting the other whole half afterwards. Yeah? So police been complaining about it. I spoke to some policemen. They had some serious concerns in relation to that. Some people in the medical profession, nurses, and so they had some serious concerns in relation to these things. Again, it has been a non-event of a budget. And let me say, my good friend Senator Cox, I know you might be hearing me out there in Carriacou. My good friend Senator Cox, the word that you're looking for, I remember when I was in school, you used to say you're fudging. Yeah? Fudging is when you copy somebody else's work and try to pass it off as yours. Right? So you and somebody might work on a project, but then you try to make the person small as you that do all, you're trying to give the impression as you that do all the work. So you try to pass off even their work as yours. Or you copy, you look over and you copy their work and you pass it off as yours and try to make it look like they was copying you. Yeah? So in the secondary school system long ago, not so long ago, man, when I was there, we used to call it, in Trinidad and here, we used to call it fudging. Yeah? You copy somebody else's work and try to pass it off as yours. We've got a call online. Good night.
Good night.
Hi, good night.
Good night. How are you?
Yeah, I'm fine, bro. Go right ahead.
A long time I didn't hear you. A long time I didn't come on the program.
Yeah, that's no problem, man. I know you did.
I listen to the budget. Mm-hmm. And I hate to hear people saying they are Christian, which I have respect for Christian. But I hate to hear people saying they are Christian. You know, people supposed to see it out of you. And I telling you how Miss Delma behaved, I have a lot of respect for her. I lost my respect for her.
Who you said that?
Delma. Her find she behave real arrogant. Real arrogant. In the House of Parliament. I find she behave real ridiculous.
Let me ask a question. Since you listened to her, do you think that she did a presentation on the budget, or she was just an dog attacking Dr. Mitchell?
No, she was attacking the opposition leader.
Okay.
She was attacking the members around her. So she has serious issues. And she need to come out of that and stop talking about Christian. Because if you're a spiritual person, you pray. Even the speaker needs some praise in the house, because I don't think the speaker handling the house how he's supposed to handle the house. Over the years I watched in Parliament, and that man, he wasn't all who passed. You understand? And even works on paper is not work on the ground. So I love to see works on the ground. I don't want to see works on paper. I want to see works on the ground. Right?
Yes,
and
sir.
This Christmas, you still have policemen and no, what don't get paid up to now. I know we have a lot of them don't get paid. I know that. So you have to be careful when you're doing things and how you're doing it. But anyhow, have a blessed night.
All right, my brother.
And Monday is my birthday.
Papa, you...
My Christmas dead, but it's okay. God is alive, and I will talk to God, and we'll be okay.
Of course, my brother. And
I hear the vendors and them complaining and say, well, they don't make no money right now. And look at the time already. Today is just the 18th, and Christmas is going. I forget by this week is Christmas weekend. I forget everything about that.
Yeah.
I don't feel any vibes, right?
Honestly, I don't myself. I have not been to town today. These days, I'm mainly at home. Don't get the chance to come to town. But I've heard that they move the vendors on the streets and they put them in on Granby Street. I think they call that street, Granby Street. So they've placed them over there, but they don't even give them some tent.
And let me ask you a question.
I mean, under the NNP, when you say go across there, you have your tent and everything, and
no.
You know your setup.
NNP never do nothing for me, but I benefit a lot if what I see happen. No politician ever do for me. I was fighting for myself. But something I want to ask you about. Why are they putting all these lights on the coroners and you have people all they could give that money and think, what are the lights for? And some of the lights hot in people's eyes because they hot my eyes. So I'm not to watch it.
Oh boy.
So that is a waste of money and that damaging the lens in my eyes. Okay, you have a nice night.
Okay, brother. 440-7377. That's 440-7377. That's the number for you to call and get onto the inside. Let me see, boy. What I have over here? Yeah, I have something there, boy. I wonder if I have something there. Let me see if I have something there. I might have a look at something there, man. Yeah, let me see if I could play a look at something there for all. You understand? Yeah, let me see if I could play a look at something. I wonder what's happening here. Oh,
Citizens.
that's the number for you. Oh boy. Yeah, let me just make sure I get my thing. Let me make sure I get my thing done proper, man. Yeah, I did thing wrong. Yeah, let me make sure I do that there. And let me make sure I do that there. Right. So now I sort that out. Let me put this up here. And let me hear what a real budget does sound like. Yeah, let me hear part of what a real budget does sound like, right? Let's listen to that. Let's hear what the part of a real budget does sound like.
Mr. Speaker, protecting our less fortunate citizens while helping to lift them out of poverty is our duty and responsibility. Government therefore reaffirms its commitment to leave no one behind, particularly in light of increased cost of living expenses. In this regard, the following social protection initiatives are part of government strategy to help cushion the effects of the pandemic on the most vulnerable. Therefore, Mr. Speaker, a maximum increase of $150 per household for beneficiaries of the SEED program effective January 2022 will be implemented.
Now, folks, I want you all to pay particular attention. And this is directly what was said in 2021. And if you read on the screen, and I hope that the individual that lying out there read on the screen as well, because they know they're lying. Yeah, I ain't asking or thinking, they're lying. Right? An increase of $150 for beneficiaries of the SEED program, excluding those added temporarily as part of the stimulus package. So it was not a temporary. It says excluding those added temporarily. Yeah? So anyway, let's hear what else, because this is what budget does sound like. I know what past them here.
This additional benefit excludes those added temporarily as part of the stimulus package number 2. EC 1.3 million for the needy assistance program, 1 million for the social books and uniform program, 2 million for the single household support program,
$2.8 million for the multi-project.
Let me all you hear any of them kind of thing in this budget? All you hear like how much million for that project and e-books and this and that, multi-projects, 5 point, how much all you hear for housing assistance and instead all you hear, we don't fixing this type of house and we don't fixing that type of house and them kind of thing. That's what budget does sound like.
For the elderly program. $5 million for the housing assistance program. $10 million for the Grenada Home Improvement Program, including the toilet and bathroom program.
What? It had a toilet and bathroom program? Wow, you would have never get that impression the way they're talking about wash. You would have never believe if you were non-Grenadian, you were not here and you didn't know what was taking place. Or the only other thing could be that if you're a Grenadian and you're here, that you're just bad mind. If you refuse to admit that there was a bathroom and toilet program in operation under the new National Party. Yeah?
And $4 million for the soft loan housing program.
I wonder, is there still a soft loan housing program? I wonder how much money was put under that. Yeah? People getting soft loan to fix up houses. Is there still a soft loan program? Yeah. But that's what a real budget looks like. That is what you hear when a budget comes across. So people know, hey, I'm looking to fix up my house. This is available. I can go there. Not, we don't fix in all your kind of house. Or we don't put in bathroom and toilet and all your kind of house. Yeah? You're not getting any information to say, all you're hearing is, we're going to build 500 houses. Then you hear the line about the land in Sonigot. We're going to come to that one, not tonight. We're going to come to it before this week is over. Before this week is over. Yeah, we're going to deal with it, yeah? Right. So, that is what a budget sounds like. When you're talking about budget, that is what a budget song like. That's why I keep saying that what we just had was the number one non-event of the year. Yeah, that was the number one non-event of the year. Let me see if I could find something here. I want to hear what a certain individual had to say when was time to speak on the budget and time to speak on seed and them kind of thing. Yeah, let me hear what some people had to say at that time there. Let me see if I can find that nice.
Mr. Speaker, we continue to provide support for education, empowerment development, which is a seed program. And so over the years, we had 13 million. This year will be similarly like last year when we saw an increase of in excess of $18 million. But Mr. Speaker, we also will be expanding on the amount per household. So a house can get up to $150 more than what they were getting last year. We recall, Mr. Speaker, that the maximum a household would get would be $500. Now, a household can reach up to $650.
Wait, the same $650 that somebody was saying that's how wicked if you ain't given $650. Was given $650 after all. Anyway, yeah, but I didn't hear anybody say anything about it being temporary there. I didn't hear anybody trying to challenge what the Minister of Finance said there. Nowhere did you hear. Let me finish here that statement. Let me see.
The elderly homes will see increase in what they're giving. We are the only government, Mr. Speaker, that deliver on our promise. We're not telling you, vote for us, and when we get in government, we'll give you $400. And instead, when you get into government, hundreds of elderly citizens are being thrown out of the program. Mr. Speaker.
But what we see happening now, I ain't find hearing the voice in relation to that. Right now, we have people that have been thrown out of the program. Right now, we have a situation where the increase was removed from those thousands of elderly people, and quite a significant category of them, those between the ages of 60 to 65, are not receiving the increase. But I ain't hear you championing them right now.
We must never forget, never forget. The elderly citizens, they do not forget at all. In fact, they're still talking about that. They're still talking.
Oh, believe me, they'll be talking about what is being done to them by your present organization for quite a long while. Yeah, they ain't gonna forget that, They ain't gonna forget what is being done to them, what has been done, and what is being done to them at this point in time. But they know, you see, that they could not increase their own salaries by the thousands upon thousands that they've increased their own salaries. They know they could not do that and not return some semblance of payment. But they gave the impression to the general public that everybody under the seed program would be receiving that increase. That is not so. And sometime during the week, we're going to get to Miss Leonora and we're going to ask her to have a chat with us in relation to that for a little while. Yeah? But they are giving the impression that is everybody. So their activists started running out there. Yes, all you can't talk about 150 again. Look, he give it back and he put more. All you asking for 150, he give to. No, we're actually asking for the 150 back, repayment for all the months that they haven't gotten it, and to put something on top of it. That's what we've been asking for. Yeah? But you know, it had other things that individuals say, you know. It had a lot of things that individuals say, because when you hear them coming and attack Dr. Mitchell, you have to remember it's the same individuals who was making statements like, let me see if I could find that one day. Yeah, man. Let me see if we could find them kind of statements on them day.
Our track record, our proven track record, Mr. Speaker. And so we hearing all these kind of stories about there's this old and this young thing. Mr. Speaker, I recall we had a referendum, didn't we? And we gave people a chance to decide whether or not you wanted 2 terms in office, limited terms, or the people decided, Mr. Speaker. So I'm hearing all these things around about leadership and who should step down and who shouldn't step down. How do we decide on who step down and who don't step down as, first of all, as leader of a party? Because what I do know, the leader or a prime minister must first be selected by a constituency, must be elected by a constituency. So you can't have prime minister if you don't have a constituency, or you can't win a constituency. The only how you could talk prime minister, Mr. Speaker, is when you have a constituency and you could win a constituency. So we cannot be talking about who should step down and who shouldn't step down, Mr. Speaker. In fact, sometimes I say, and I say it publicly now, maybe not the right place, but I'll say it still, that sometimes I say to myself that we are unfair. It's us.
Really? That's what you say? Sometimes you just say that we unfair? No, I ain't feel it's that here, you say. Now, maybe something else you say there. Let me see if it's that you say.
Unfair. It's us.
Now, let me hear the whole thing. Let me hear.
In fact, sometimes I say, and I say it publicly now, maybe not the right place, but I'll say it still, that sometimes I say to myself that we are unfair. It's us. Because our leader has indicated to us that he is ready to give up. And I recall very vividly, it's a private retreat, but I still will talk about it, that he says he's willing and he's ready. But I remember the whole team saying that now is not the time.
Oh yeah, that's what happened? Oh, so he was willing to go, and then you and others said don't go. That's not the impression you're giving us right now. You're giving us the impression like people didn't want to go and all this kind of thing. But no, that'd be AI, man. That can't, that can't be you, man. That had to be AI. We have a caller online.
Alan.
Hello, good night.
I don't know, I'm picking up a talk around the talk. I hear people, saying today how they're going to privatize the hospital. So I don't know how true it is, but
Mr. Brian Grimes,
so maybe you could put your ears down on the ground to hear what you might pick up.
All right. Okay. Mr. Brian Grimes has said that about a month ago. Mr. Brian Grimes, the President General of the Public Workers Union, went on GBN to the Point program about not a Tuesday, or sometime during the week, not a Tuesday, but a couple weeks ago. He went there and he said clearly, openly, that there is an attempt by this government to either statutarize/privatize the general hospital. And Mr. Grimes also went further. He went further to say that that is why government refuses to regularize the workers within the healthcare system. Because according to our constitution, and he's correct on that, according to our constitution, if you statutarize the general hospital or any government department and there were workers there, you have to treat every single one of those workers as though they are now on pension. You have to pension them immediately. So once they are working there fully within the system, they've been regularized, and you statutarize that organization, you will have to pay off each of these workers. Yeah? So that's all the nurses, the doctors, the other people who are with the ambulance drivers, everybody. You would have to pay them off. So Mr. Grimes was saying that the reason that government mouth ain't sweet, as we just say, government mouth ain't sweet on regularizing workers within the healthcare system is because they know that they are seeking to statutarize, privatize the general hospital, take it out of Grenadians' hands. He also went further to say that that is going to cause an increase in the price of services. You can't go there and get no free service again. If it's private, people own it. You can't go there and get no free service. Dr. Mitchell in his presentation also made reference to that because it's more than rumor. It's a fact that government is meeting with venture capitalists and other people with the intention of privatizing the healthcare system here in Grenada. We have a call online. Good night.
President, good night.
Hi, President. Good night to you as well.
I need to learn something from school tonight, right? I know you have passed through the parliamentary system as a senator, and even if not as a senator, you would have known a lot about that because you're deep in it more than some of us. Now, I need to ask a pertinent question. I know there are no stupid questions, but as I heard an individual speaking, a question comes to mind. I will listen. I will ask, and then I will listen off air, right? Now, when someone crosses the floor, are they automatically on the government side? That's one. When someone crosses the floor, are they automatically on the government side? You could see where I'm going with this. And also, when you cross the floor, and then there's a budget, and then you have to give your presentation on the budget, are you giving your presentation on behalf of yourself or your constituents, or are you giving it on behalf of the overall government? Are you part of government? We need to know that. I don't know if that's a stupid question, but we need to know that. Thank you so very much.
All right. It is definitely not a stupid question. What I would say is this. It's according to which direction you cross the floor. If you cross the floor from the opposition benches to the government side, yes, you've placed yourself under the control of the government whip, as they say, in parliamentary terms. You've placed yourself under the whip, so voting patterns, etc., will fall in line with what the government is doing. You will say in line with what the government is saying, that sort of thing. If you cross from the government side to the opposition side, you have an option of being either under the whip of the opposition leader, so you join with the opposition team, or you can be independent on the opposition side. You could also be independent on the other side. No, I think you have to be, you could stay there and be no, you have to be on the opposition side to be independent. So you're not supporting opposition, you're not supporting government. You have that option. You can stay on the opposition side and do that. I am not supporting the party that makes up the majority in the opposition. I am being independent. But once you cross to the government side, you join with the government. Yeah? When you're making your budget presentation, yes, you are the representative of constituency A, B, or C. But what you ought to be discussing are how your constituents and the constituency which you represent is affected positively or negatively by the measures that are within the budget, not attacking a man. Yeah? But then remember, they gave reasons why people does attack Dr. Mitchell, you know. Yeah, they gave good reasons why people does attack Dr. Mitchell. Yeah, they said it. We don't have to ask. They said why people does attack Dr. Mitchell. Let me see if we could hear. Oh dear. Let me see if I could bring that up. I don't know, for some reason. Okay, I think I've fixed the problem now. Nice. So let's see if we can get that. Let's see if we can hear why it is people does attack Dr. Mitchell, because I want to know.
And so you are attacking him because you realize how valuable he is. And you realize that maybe if I'm able to destroy it now before that new person emerge, then we'll be able to get a chance to rise again. That will never happen, Mr. Speaker. The people are saying that this is a tried and tested government, and they'll continue to support us. And our current Prime Minister will leave, Mr. Speaker, but he'll leave after, Mr. Speaker. And
So why did us attack Dr. Mitchell again? Let me see if we could hear why it is us attack Dr. Mitchell. Because, I mean, I think they were very clear.
So you are attacking him because you realize how valuable he is.
Oh, they're attacking Dr. Mitchell. So in other words, if you are part of attacking Dr. Mitchell, you're saying here that the reason for attacking him is because there's an understanding of how valuable he is. Okay, I'm just making sure that I hear you clearly. Let me see if I could pull it back a little bit. Yeah, let me hear.
And so you are attacking him because you realize how valuable he is. And you realize that maybe if I'm able to destroy it now before that new person emerge, then...
Oh, okay, so that's the plan. Destroy it now before the new person... So forget all the good that Dr. Mitchell has done. Forget the fact that he has won 15 seats to nil twice, that Grenadians have decided to give him that and the New National Party under his leadership. The same leadership they were most effusive in praise of. Right? They spent a whole budget presentation attacking the same person they're talking about now. But again, they give us the reasons for the attack. So let's listen and learn.
And so you are attacking him because you realize how valuable he is. And you realize that maybe if I'm able to destroy it now before that new person emerge, then we'll be able to get a chance to rise again. That will never happen, Mr. Speaker. The people are saying that this is a tried and tested government, and they'll continue to support us. And our current Prime Minister will leave, Mr. Speaker, but he'll leave after, Mr. Speaker, and we have asked for that.
Oh, and you asked for that? Okay, I was just making sure, because the way that certain people acting right now, I never think it's them that talking there. 440-7377. That's 440-73. It's amazing how people has changed. 440-7377. That is the number for you to call and get on to the inside of tonight's program.
I'm still in shock, I can't understand. I am so disappointed in man. Man make me cry, tears run from my eye. All I could ask was the reason why. Was man fighting power, he fighting greed. Oh, kid, man making blunders for selfish need. Man gon' call you brother, but man so slack. Say man with a dagger, stabbing your back. I'm mesmerized, shock, still in dismay. Look how they treat me in the folk fair the other day. Chucky was thunder, Chucky was tough. Chucky was power, Chucky was rough. All politicians respected this Calypsonian, who always seemed to look out for the poor man. But since Daphne Philip brainwashed the brother and make Chucky director of culture, since he got big position, he start moving strange. It's amazing how people could change. As they get in power, their plans rearrange. It's amazing how people could change. You have to agree, it's lies we're on in this whole country. Look how Chucky boil right down like Baji. Lies we're on in this whole country.
Yes, indeed. It's lies we're on in this whole country. Talk it now, you're bound to agree. It's lies we're on in this whole country. Yes, indeed. I wonder what else they had to say, boy. Let me hear what more they had to say.
We get sidetracked, Mr. Speaker. This NDC government always bring a figurehead to fool people. That's what they did, Uncle Tila. They bring him as a figurehead.
What she say? What she say about NDC and let us bring a figurehead? Let me see if we could hear.
We get sidetracked, Mr. Speaker. This NDC government always bring a figurehead to fool people. That's what they did, Uncle Tila. They bring him as a figurehead, and then you have all kind of infighting all over. And I would not spend much time on that.
Oh, yeah? No, let me hear that again. I just want to make sure we hear what we hear, because, you know, it's NDC that day right now. So we want to make sure that we heard what we think we hear, right? Nice, right. We're making sure this is not artificial intelligence. This is the person who stand up and run them out on Dr. the Right Honorable Keith Mitchell. This is the same individual. Yeah? So we're just making sure that we had heard you when you spoke before.
Sometimes we get sidetracked, Mr. Speaker. This NDC government always bring a figurehead to fool people. That's what.
So that is what's going on right now. They does always, not sometimes, not they might, not in and between, they do. And I hope NDCites, we know you all listen religiously to talking points on a nightly basis. So we hope you all are listening carefully, yeah? Right. Because it's not me that's saying this, eh? Right. Okay.
Get sidetracked, Mr. Speaker. This NDC government always bring a figurehead to fool people. That's what they did, Uncle Tila. They bring him as a figurehead, and then you have all kind of infighting all over. And I will not spend much time on that, because my real true goal here this evening is to present what we're doing to improve the lives of our Grenada brothers and sisters, Mr. Speaker.
Yeah, 440-7377, 347-329-3101. Those are the numbers for you to call and get onto the inside. Because, see, I have to play these things because I have to remind people. Yeah? Sometimes people need reminding. You know one thing I could tell them? They can't go and find nothing and me to go and play and say, I say that and now I come in and say that I can't find nothing. Yeah? Go ahead. Go and find. Right? We have a caller online. Hello, good night.
Hey, good night.
Hi, good night.
I didn't listen to propaganda, man. As usual, go over today and get a local Kakada is on 3 get put as usual. I ain't get nothing more than that. All right.
Okay. All right, my brother. Yes, man. See, go and get it thing same as normal. They ain't put a little something on it for the Christmas, boy. Yeah. Brother, how do you feel it? Yes, indeed. I wonder, boy, bathroom and toilet and thing, they're talking about wash. Everything is a wash program and like somebody jealous they wash. You're not jealous no wash program. Yeah? Bill 1.5 toilet are you talking about thing. Listen, when you see Mando and them pass you St. David and you hear the amount of bathroom and toilet they build. Left, right, center, all over the place and them kind of thing. When you hear in St. Patrick's, the crew pass cross. Yeah? When you hear all over, when you hear that bathroom and toilet crew, the people who was building bathroom and toilet so people pass through. Now all you're talking about bathroom and toilet and thing, you know, I'll come back to all you just know and that. We have a call online. Good night. Hello. Good night.
Hello. Good night.
Good night, caller. You're alive. Go right ahead.
Night. I think I hear enough of Judas for the night. I don't think I want to hear more of Judas speaking. Honest truth. They have real Judas. So I hear enough of what Judas is.
No. They want to go and attack Dr. Mitchell, and there's certain things I could say I will not say.
They are real Judas. You know Judas was with Christ and he betrayed him. Well, that's Judas.
All right, bye there. Thank you. Oh God, I know you say here enough, but nah, it have a lot I could play. No, we want to hear. Some people want to hear. Some people want to know because they may not have listened to the budget back then. So sometimes you have to remind people because when they acting now and talking about WASH program, like the new National Party administration was there for how many years and did nothing in relation to bathroom and toilet. You have to point them in the face and say, all you hypocrite and all you lie. And when certain individuals could sit right there and watching them with wonder in the face when they're saying all kind of nasty things and not realizing, hey, it's not my pot, it's not them pot, it's your potty falling in when they're talking about that because it is your ministry that was leading the drive in relation to that. So when they give the impression that nothing was done, they're basically saying to you that they see you as nobody and they see what you have done as nothing. When they say about corruption in seed and corruption in this and corruption in that, who was the minister? When they say all the nasty things about the housing authority, who was the minister? Between 2013 up to 2022, who was the minister? When Minister Telesford go and they have the board members and different people come and basically give the impression that nothing good happened under the housing authority of Grenada, that what basically was taking place there was like it was corruption or some kind of thing. Who you think they was talking to? Papa Moe. We have a call online. Good night.
Hello, good night, Shalon.
Hi, good night.
That Judas' sister. She worse than Judas. She thinks she could have tied up Kit Mitchell.
Oh, that Judas' sister, that Judy.
That's all I have to say for tonight.
Oh God, no! Every Judy go want to vex with me. No, sorry, Judies. No, that always nice people. Every Judy I know is nice people. Right? Let me take that one back. Yeah, no, you just have to remind people because they gain the impression that they are so transformative that they've come in and they've recognized a problem that has pre-existed that was not being addressed. You saw the 10 million that was placed under the budget for 2022. NNP was there for half of the year. Ask them how they utilize those funds to assist people with bathroom and toilets after they came in. You know the first thing they do? They send home all those units. Mando, give me a call. They sent home all those units that was out there actually doing the job. They send them home. Anyway.
It is also important to note that this year we had 5 million for bathroom and toilet. But it's also important to note, Mr. Speaker, that this new bathroom and toilet program, a very first program for the people of Grenada, Carriacou, and Martinique. We always hear about Sir Eric Gary and the development he has done. But we have never heard of bathroom and toilet in his time. A caring new national party government, Mr. Speaker, during a COVID pandemic, when we collected less revenue.
Wait, is the same you that calling the new national party government caring there? Because that is not the impression that it was given there. When we hear it's like it was a bunch of people conniving in cabinet to do A, B, and C and to do this and to outwit people. And so that is not what I was saying there. So it's either you was conniving too or you was lying when you was in parliament the other day. But anyway, God and you go have that one out.
National party government, Mr. Speaker, during a COVID pandemic, when we collected less revenue, introduced a bathroom and toilet to lift our people out of poverty.
Wait, NNP did that? Wait. Wow, I thought it was Deacon Mitchell and NDC that coming with the WASH program.
National party government, Mr. Speaker, during a COVID pandemic, when we collected less revenue, introduced a bathroom and toilet to lift our people out of poverty. So our people not stupid, Mr. Speaker. We can bring anyone and bring you.
And we've got a call online. Hello, good night.
Senator Scott, good night.
Hey, Papa.
I'm telling you, man, it's sad. And she used to be my hero, you know.
It's amazing how people has changed.
I'm telling you, Sister Delma, you know, because I look at her as a grassroots on the ground. You understand? Because me and her brother does well in Canada. You know what I mean? And I always tell him, you know, she talk like she's no NNP, she's no NDC. She come to help everybody. She stood firm. What bring the change? What bring the change?
Transformation.
After the election, she still used to go and visit Dr. Mitchell every week to get your little envelope.
Boss, I don't know about that. Let me take myself out of that. Because next thing they sue me and say they didn't used to go every week, they used to go every month.
No. I mean, just imagine.
They can't say they didn't used to go. Sue me for that. They can't say they didn't used to go though.
You know, you've been pressured. You've been pressured by the God over you. She know who to go and do this stupidness. And then to Bias Clement, let me tell you, Sheldon, he moved over to say, well, he going to be the leader of the opposition. He never said a thing about the party, the former party. Peter David, leave the NDC, throw him out. It take a while before he come in NNP. But he never come in there and run down NDC. That is politicians. Because whatever you say could use against you. They say in the court of law, but this is the court of law. Because whatever she's saying here now, he looks very stupid. And Deacon Mitchell and others now, they're laughing at her. Because what she was managing was so bad, the seed program was so bad, It is so bad. Then why you want she to come on your side? Somebody you said have never done nothing good on the NNP side, but you ask her to come on your side? Something is wrong. Something is wrong, and they're laughing at her. They just do that because they wanted the majority, the 2/3 majority, whatever. But it's sad, Sheldon. It's very sad. That should be my little hero. If you listen to in polls, when we had the last election and the thing in polls, when we give them 15-0, she said they're very good in opposition. They can run nothing. Anytime you get, you must trust for that team.
Oh no, I've got it, bro. I've got it, but people say they're hearing too much of her tonight.
Just think about it. Sister Della make a fool of herself. She should never do that. You move on the other side, fine. The grass is greener there. You go over there looking, you know, when you tie your cow.
That grass yellow boy, bun.
You look for green grass. You get your grass, but remember, the Prime Minister tell all you, when you beggy, what you coming here for? I don't, anybody who begging shouldn't be in politics. And she called she whole soul, telling them how she used to beg. I only want me bag. And the Prime Minister say, don't come here, that's stupid, you know. Don't come over here with this beggy thing, you know, because I have enough here already. And they start to puncture Bush a lot. Hey, yeah. You understand me?
It's amazing. It's amazing some people doesn't understand when somebody trying to embarrass them to the face, you know.
That's what I'm saying. Because anyway, all you see them now. The only one what all you for them, beggy. And you know we Grenadian already. And when we see them minister, beggy, run away, beggy, boy. Anyhow, have a good one.
All right, my brother. Yeah, who does call him beggy, and these kind of things? And I mean, why use terms like that? There are people who may end up in financial situations that they cannot get themselves out. Not necessarily due to their own fault, you know. Not necessarily due to their own fault. It doesn't make them beggy because they have to ask for assistance. What are they supposed to do? Go and break somebody's place? If they ask for assistance, you're supposed to be glad that the choice that the person made was to come to you as prime minister or as whatever. No matter who the person is, they could be a government minister, they could be the cleaner in the ministry. Whoever they are, you should be glad that the person has decided to come to you and ask for something rather than go and break somebody's place. I'd rather somebody pass and ask me any day for something than they go and break somebody's place and take it. Yeah? But instead of that, you're talking about beggy and who beggy. So don't beggy, go and breaky. That's what you're asking them to do. Don't beggy, go and take people, go in people's land and take their fruits. Don't be beggy, go and take. Yeah? And anyway, let me see. We have a caller online. Hello, good night.
Good night, Sheldon.
Good night, my dear.
Sheldon?
Yes, ma'am.
I remember that story in the Bible about Samson and Delilah. You know, Delilah try pretend that she loves Samson so much. And she do to get to know where his strength is.
Mm-hmm.
That Delma did. She put herself there to know everything about Dr. Kit Mitchell. She know he is good, and she try now to destroy him, but she destroying her own self. She dig a pit, but she dig two. She falling in it. Delma, run the race, but be careful. I hope you could endure forever. God bless you. Have a blessed night, Sheldon.
All right, my love. 440-7377. You can call us directly. You can also WhatsApp call us. Yes, just in case you're within the wireless network. You can call us via 440-7377. I'm directly on WhatsApp as well. But yeah, that's the kind of thing. You understand? I wonder we did finish with that one. Let me see if I could wait now. Which one of these things it is? Right. I think that is the one here. Nice. Let me see if I could find that. I think we did reach somewhere down here. Let me see if I could bring that there. Nice. I think it's about there. Let me see.
When we collected less revenue, introduced a bathroom and toilet to lift our people out of poverty. So our people not stupid, Mr. Speaker. We can bring anyone and say, we bring in youth. Well, we have youth here too. Are you looking? When I got involved in politics, I was 32. That's true youth, not 44. 44 is no youth because...
Wait, now she trying to talk at the time about being 44 years old. Who she trying to talk for about that is real youth and thing? I wonder who it is by.
True youth, not 44. 44 is no youth because I'm within that age range and I'm no longer a youth.
Okay, I'm just making sure that I hear what I think of the hear and them kind of thing. Do you understand? Yes, 4407, I think I just missed a call. 440-7377. That is the number for you to call and get on to the inside on tonight's program. Yeah, I just making sure I hear what I thought I hear and them kind of thing. I just making sure I hear what I think I hear. We have a call online. Good night.
Hello, good night.
Hi, my dear.
Deacon, she's showing that for...
Okay.
He's the young Prime Minister.
I don't know. Say no name, no warrant. I don't know. Anyhow.
Yeah, Deacon, she's showing that for...
All right, my dear.
Going there at 44 or 41.
No, he was 44 at that time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sorry for her. She said the tying up Tillman had. She had the tying up.
No, she says some of us does get tied up. Some of us.
Yeah.
Hey, but what going on? Hey.
When she saw
But anyway.
she wasn't here. She named the liar.
When the boom swing, they said the thing strange. It's amazing how people have changed. Later, my dear.
Yeah.
We go talk again.
Listen to that lady. I used to listen to that lady, like that lady to hear she speak and how she talking about the young people and what this and that. And now them are going and saying this kind of thing. They might have to be sick.
Later, my dear.
Okay, bye.
440-7377. That's 440-7377. We have a caller online. Good night.
Hello, good night.
Good night.
Yes, I'm calling for the program.
Yes, you're live.
Yes, my dear sister.
You're live. Go right ahead.
Oh, yeah.
You're live. Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much. Yes, something really wrong with this woman. I can't understand what is really taking place with this woman. Because how this woman talk, she forget that she is talking for people to hear. You understand? And all I could see, that woman is talking left-handed. She talking with her left mouth. You understand? I don't understand. I can understand what is really going on with this woman. Well, in any case, I just listen to you all still.
All right, my brother. Thank you.
Yes, my dear brother.
All right.
Okay, brother Scott.
Yes, sir. Thank you so very much for your call.
You're welcome.
All right. It's been years I hear that term, you're speaking with a left mouth. It's been real years since I've heard that terminology, that you're speaking with your left mouth. Ah, boy. Yes, we've got a caller online. Hello, good night.
Hello, good night.
Hi, good night.
Yes, Shalan.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. You know the difference between... Hello, good night.
You're there, man. You're live. Go ahead.
Yeah. You know the difference between Noah and Jonah?
No, tell me. I missed that part in Bible school.
Noah built the ark to save everything God put on earth, but Jonah bring container to take away the dead bodies.
Oh, God. I had not known, my friend. Hello? Oh, God, he gone. 4407377. Yeah. When the thing change, they say it gets strange. It's amazing how people are change.
Satisfied that our ethos is rooted in the biblical precept of whatsoever you do to the least of my brethren, you do unto me.
So when you take away $150 from the least of us, from the poor among us, from the vulnerable who are differently abled among us, from the elderly who work their soul case out for Grenada, and you take the 150 from them, what you have done to them, you do to the Lord. All right, okay. Preach it, sister.
As we face the future, we are confident in tried and tested leadership.
Who was leading the party at that time? Deacon Mitchell was leading NNP at that time, or was Dr. the Right Honorable Keith Claudius Mitchell, member of His Majesty's Privy Council, former Prime Minister, former Minister of Finance of the Year, awarded by ECTEL and all different regional agencies, well respected. Let me just let you finish. Let me let you finish.
Did I say that? We are confident, Mr. Speaker, in tried and tested and proven leadership. Our national experiences of recent times have always reminded us that leadership matters.
Of course, because we see what's going on with the country right now. Yeah, leadership. If it's one thing you said I should, that is it. Leadership matters. Of course.
I say again, Mr. Speaker, you learn my reputation. Leadership matters. Leadership makes the difference on whether public servants are paid on time or whether they are paid on the 31st and the 35th of the month.
Or whether they're getting only half of their salary just before Christmas instead of getting the full thing, and then you give them 25% and tax it on the second half. But anyway, that is not me. Anyway, let me go ahead.
Which never exists because there's not 31st, it's the next month. Leadership matters whether or not you make promises for increase in salaries and it never fulfilled.
Or you tell people that we would regularize you in 12 months, then come back and lie to them and say, I didn't say that.
Leadership matters, Mr. Speaker, whether or not you make promises to people that you cannot fulfill.
Like you have a cabinet conclusion that we're waiting on a year and a month now.
Leadership makes a difference on whether we move forward as a united front focused on bringing benefits to our people.
Of course, yes, leadership matters. And that is why right now our economy and our country heading towards being in tatters. Anyway, 440-7377 and 347-329-3101. Let's see, let me see if I can get back somebody. I think somebody was trying to reach me on the WhatsApp. So let me see if I could give whoever was trying to call us on the WhatsApp a look blind and give them a look call and see if we could get them back in. Yeah, we have a call on the WhatsApp. Good night. Hello. Hi, good night.
You got to talk for you got to talk for the next 5 years, man. Transformation in your blood. You can't stay quiet.
Thank you very much, my brother. You have anything else you'd like to add to tonight's program?
Yeah, I'm just telling you, got to talk for the. I realize you
don't expect to stop talking for the next, well, not 5 years really. A year and some months have gone. So it's going to be talking for another couple of years. I don't want them to go anyway. It wouldn't take all that salary to run out, brother. So of course I'll have to talk for the rest of the period of the NDC. By the end of it, they will be gone, isn't it? Yeah? Hello?
I realize in your blood, you can't stay quiet.
Of course I can't stay quiet, brother. You would not see. Of course I can't stay quiet.
Transformation in your blood, man.
Of course, man.
Right there, right there.
So do you have anything to add? Do you have anything? Do you have anything to add outside of that statement? Do you have anything that makes sense, intellectual or intelligent, to add to tonight's program?
Listen to me. You have many more on your side to come over. You have many more.
Again, let me ask. You have nothing to add, man. I'm asking simply if he has anything to add, just making the same statement over and over and over. Of course, anybody that thinks that this NDC going anywhere soon, joking, you think they double their salary in the last 18 months to leave in a year? To leave in a few months? No! They staying, and if they could ring the last 3 months after the date to hold on, they're holding on then because they want the money. It's not about developing the country. It's about the money. We have a call online. Good night.
Good night, children.
Hey, how you doing?
Are they quiet, man?
All right. Don't be quiet, man. Be noisy. Go ahead.
That pig get hit.
Don't worry with them, man. I ain't even putting that one.
You remember the song?
I'm not even putting that one number out.
You remember the song, Piggy on the railway, picking up stone, up come shell and crash all piggy bone. That pig get hit there, why he come making that noise there?
But I'm still trying to figure out if they have anything to add to the conversation. If they have anything that they would like to add. Or if they can say that anything that we've played here tonight is artificial intelligence, is not real, is not the individual that we're saying, say it, and it's not hypocritical of them, the nasty, unforgiving behavior that they're behaving with right now.
Don't worry them, children. That's what they're doing. Distraction. You want to disturb the program tonight.
Don't worry, man. That is 6 or 9, half a dozen of the other. Don't worry about it.
That pig get hit.
Don't bother that, man. Yeah, brother. You enjoy the rest of your night. Don't bother them. All right? 440-7377. That's, let me make sure, yeah. 440-7377. That's the number for you to call and get on the inside. And if the caller wants to call back and he has something, he could say that, oh, we are lying on the individual. We're saying something that is not true. They're free to call back, you know, but you can't just be there about you're going to be there for the next. I know that. I ain't stupid, you know. If you stupid, I ain't stupid. I know that men ain't double the salary to leave. You have people who, when they file to become candidates for the general election, put that they was unemployed and sitting government ministers now. You think they're going to leave that behind? Brother man, that ain't happening. Yeah, it ain't happening. Right? It doesn't mean if the Grenadian people decide that it must happen, that it will happen. The Grenadian people will make that decision if they want them to continue for the full thing or if they want them go early. Because if the Grenadian people say that you have to go early, you could want to stay as much as you want. You could crow as much as you want to crow. When that pig Saturday reaches knife, you get in. And, oh boy, you missed that call. 440-7377. That's 440-7377. Give us a call. Yes, indeed. And you can call us on WhatsApp. Again, 440-7377. That's 440-7377. You can give us a call on the WhatsApp. We have a call online. Hello, good night.
Not Sheridan Scott.
Hey, boss man, what's the scene?
Mr. Scott.
Yes,
good
sir.
Night.
Good night to you.
As this man say, piggy on the train line, mashing up the big bone in in life. This man, I call it, he listen what you play.
He had to listen him, don't worry.
Delma is speaking about his party. If he listen good what you just played, Delma is listening, Delma is talking about their party. Because them that in power, and them that doing stupidness, and them that making all this mama guy and them, and trying to fool people. Because you know what Delma say? Delma say by leadership, and they can't lead Grenada. He can't run Grenada. They can only run in Grenada because thank God of the NNP that make all that contribution and that money that remain into the treasury that we could spend money today. Because if Dr. Michel leaves all this money inside there, Grenada is done under the can of them, they be finishing Grenada. Look at the deacon and them say, they say we go pay salary, we go pay every month. People get half month salary for this month. Half month they get.
No, but let me say this, sir. Caller, hold on.
God, I want all my salary because I'm broke.
Hold on.
No, want all salary, she broke.
No, you see, I don't want people to leave with the impression that we're trying to trick people. Now, remember, they are paying salary on the half month. And every 2 weeks or so they're paying. So no individual will get their full salary, as in what they used to get last year at this time. They're not getting that. But what we're saying is simply that it's Christmas time. So why you had to give them half? Why you couldn't decide that in December, when it comes to December, on the 15th of December, we will give the individual their full salary because it is due before Christmas. Why they can't just make that decision for them? Because remember, you're getting your salary on the 15th of January again. Or not maybe the 15th, but the middle of January again. So how hard it would have been to do that in this instance?
They're getting a full salary any month then. People have a mortgage to pay. And look at it, you give them 25%. You still tax them. And you're still telling them by performance. If they perform properly, they're getting that money. So a lot of people don't show they're getting that money. That 25%. So these people don't want to come on TV and you really want and say they come and talk stupidness on the live about your motor turnover. You feel it dotish? You feel NFP is a clown. Some people are greedy and they're gluttonous what run across over there to see what they could get. We are strong in MP. That's why I love MMP. Because she's dealing them drastically.
Mm-hmm.
Coming about coming over. Coming over to do what? Why you feel that?
Listen, every time,
I continue to run.
my friend, every time we start speaking on this program, they get quivers in their stomach because they realize that what we're saying is facts. And they begin to get very afraid. In fact, that individual probably talking from the toilet right now, because every time we speak, they get very afraid. And to reassure themselves, they think that they have to call one of us and attack us, or call us and say what they try to create the reality that they want by saying it. But that's not the reality. Yeah, it's not the reality, bro.
It's obviously.
Yeah.
You see, these people have a conscience, and they believe in God. They will see with their eyes what this government doing to poor people, how they're taking advantage on poor people. I listen, Miss the lady on Sunday gone, and I listen to the woman's statistics and the amount of money that NMP used to pay and what them pay now, and most people name the ticket from the list, from the seed program. It's amazing. But they told this young man, he go hear more. And he
don't bother with them.
And he come to understand definitely.
Bro, understand distraction tactics.
Is real.
My friend, understand distraction tactics. Don't let them get you tied up.
No, they can't get me tied up.
All right.
All of me work, they trying that and they can't make it. They can't make it. They tell me, but you like politics. I'm a politician. As a politician, I'm my own rights. And I know to deal with them and how to get them. Because I know what to say and what not to say. Because I was listening to the program and I was listening to views. And that's what I like to learn and I'm willing to learn. But some of them, they're not willing to learn. They go and they hear certain things and they go with it. And they don't hear, And you ask them a full question. Do you hear what the man say? Do you understand what the man say? They can't tell you. But they come around their mouth. Have a good night, God.
All right, brother. 440-7377 and 347-329-3101. Those are the numbers for you to call and get into tonight's program. Yes? So 440-7377 and 347-329-3101. Those are the numbers for you to call and get into tonight's program. Yeah? Mm-hmm.
I took time out and thought about man, unassuming hard to understand. One day man could peep up the ladder, next day man could be the prime minister. Man to the basic, callous and sly.
Well, you're fine. Leave some of the videos for another night. We have more, you know. No, we ain't done. We have a lot more we could play.
When I hear we St. Peter.
And that is just one activity, you know. That is just in Parliament in November 2021. I mean, we have rallies and we have meetings and we have other things we could play.
Man preaching righteousness to we.
Remember, that's the same individual that was there when the houses were shared out in Karakou. Who the NDC say share out the houses in a way that they're not supposed to share them out. It's the same individual. You hear them say anything about that when they talk in budget? You hear them say that, oh, oops, I made a mistake and therefore the NDC is correct in what they do? You hear them say, well, no, even though I'm on this side, I don't agree with what was done in that context, and I've had a conversation with them in relation to it to clear up the anomalies that they claim are there. No, they ain't saying nothing about it. They're taking it time to go and attack and attack and attack and attack. Yeah? Go and say, all you could say what you want about me, and it's nothing all you could say about me that Grenadian didn't say already. Nothing. All you could say that all you didn't say already. So all you feel like here, water off a duck's back. Better than all you try. Yeah? We didn't afraid NDC before. NDC had what? 11 seats. NNP had 4. They had the late Elvin Nimrod. They had Dr. Clarice Modest. They had Mr. Roland Bola. And they had Dr. the Right Honorable Keith Mitchell. That was the team. That was it. That we had. What happened to the election after that? Yeah? 4.5 years later, what happened? This time we are more than that. Yeah? And if they find it bad, if you find that it's you that win the seat and that Dr. Mitchell and the NNP had no element of winning that seat, if you think it's you that really win the seat, here's a challenge to you. Resign and force a by-election. If you really feel it's you and it was all about you and the people is only because of you, here's the challenge to you. Resign the seat. Years ago, Jack Warner in the People's Partnership government in Trinidad, Jack Warner and Kamla Prasad Bisesa had an entanglement. They had a confusion between them. Jack Warner resigned from the UNC, and then what did he do? He resigned from the seat as well. He left the seat. And he said, we're going to have a by-election for Shogunas West, it was. He said, listen, I'm leaving the party. So if I win the party, based not on Jack Warner, but based on the UNC, we're going to see. So he leave, he ran, and he won. He ran and he won. He won. Ain't it? He win Shogunas West. He formed a party, the ILP, Independent Liberal Party. Yeah? Strange enough, there was wearing green. He formed a party anyway. He didn't go and join the PNM. He didn't take the UNC votes and go in the PNM. He didn't take the UNC votes and go in any other political organization. He resigned. He formed his own thing. And he said, I had won the seat on my strength and I go win it again. And he went and he win. I mean, the election after that, he hit a axe. But still, he win the by-election. So if you think his strength is on you, resign, huh? Resign. If all you big and all you bad and all you so sure is you, resign. Let's have a by-election. Yeah? Resign. Go ahead. Resign. Come out Parliament. Say, listen, I can't take NNP votes and bring it over there, because that's just what you do. You take NNP votes and you bring it over there. And those votes are being held hostage. So loose them. Don't hold them hostage. Loose them. Yeah? Resign from the Parliament. Let's have a by-election. You go see who is man and who is mouse. We have a I'm going to say we have an election. We have a caller on the line. Hello, good night. Hello, caller, you're live.
Is that Sheldon's Scott program?
Yes, you're a live caller. Go right ahead.
Okay, good, yeah. I do have a question there and a concern.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Go
I'm
ahead.
just thinking here. If a stranger comes, pay your tuition for you to get a degree. When you're sick, he pays your passage to and from Grenada to New York, pay for your operation. Not only that, he sent his wife to take care of you. When you're down and out, he gave you money to support yourself, you and your family. I mean, does that person, that stranger, does he sound like an abuser to you? That's been on my mind. That's been puzzling me, because I'm just trying to figure out what is the similarities of a real abuser. What kind of abuser?
That don't sound as an abuser. That don't sound as an abuser, a wicked person to me at all. They don't sound so at all, my brother. Hello? Okay, seems as though he's gone. That don't sound as a wicked person at all. I don't find that is a wicked person. That you're sick and that person pay for you to go and do your medical, pay for everything for you to go and do what you had to do and so, and that person help you when you had to study, that person pay tuition and thing. How that person could be a wicked? Nah, that ain't sound as a wicked. That does not, in the categories of wicked person, that person not it. Nah. That person can't be in them kind of category there. You can't categorize them in them kind of thing there. They're not in that. All right? Yeah, I agree with the caller. You know, you have to ask them kind of question there. Those kinds of questions, my good caller, have to be asked. I agree with you. Yeah? 440-7377 347-329-3101. Those are the numbers for you to call and get onto the inside of tonight's program. I know why some people just feel people afraid them. I know why. Let's learn the history. Learn the history, political and otherwise. And know who afraid all you and who don't afraid all you. Every night. It have one they keep calling unknown. So they keep calling on private. They keep calling. I could find out who it is, you know. But they keep calling on private. Because they know we ain't going to be able to see the number to give the number on air and tell people deal with them. So they keep calling on private. I ain't sure put me answer any private number. But you should hear the things that they say when you pick up the phone. Because I wouldn't do it on air. I ain't going to give them the opportunity they're looking for. But when you pick up the phone, it's to hear the kind of things that they would say. I ain't lying. No. Some of them need Brillo and bleach. In fact, forget bleach. Industrial strength cleaner for them out. For the kind of things they just want to say. But do they think that that is going to scare somebody or make somebody afraid of that kind of thing? All I have to say to them right now is season's greetings, you know, and Merry Christmas. 440-7377. Those are the numbers for you to call and get onto the inside. It's amazing how people just change.
Just on the case done, but Rami speak like Tarzan now swinging on vine, telling you execution in a record time. Baka say he promised him the deed for the land. Soon as Baka help him win the election, but after election, Rami start moving strange. It's amazing how people could change. As they get in power, their plans rearrange. It's amazing how people could change. You have to agree. It's lies we're running the whole country. Baka come with the tape. Ramesh ball, not me. Lies we're running this whole country.
You bound to agree. It's lies we're running this whole country. I think sometime before we have completed for this week, that we need to go over all of the lies that have been told for this year. There's quite a lot. We could do a program. In fact, we could do more than one program. We could do programs just on that. The lies that have been told just in this year alone. We ain't even had to touch them live from last year, and we gain a lot of things. We have a call online. Good night.
Hello.
Hi, good night.
Yeah.
Go right
Good night.
Good night.
Complimentary season.
Same to you, my dear. Go right ahead.
I wish you all the best.
Of course. Same to you.
Keep doing what you're doing. Keep doing what and I just like it. I love you. So and God
love you too, my dear.
Yeah, and God love you.
All right, thank you.
And I want to tell you something.
Yes, go ahead.
Yeah, I want to tell you something. That when I listen to that lady, if she calls herself a Christian, I want to let her know that she must read James chapter 3. What it tell you about a man's tongue? Yeah, the tongue tire you. So I wanted to go and read it.
Of course. Thank you very much, caller.
Best night.
All right.
Bye-bye.
440-7377. That's 440-7377. I reconfigure some stuff here and it have me, a little mix up a little bit nice. Right. Yes. Yes. Lies we're running the whole country. Done it wrong and then you go see. It's lies we're running the whole country. I wonder what else to play, boy. Let me see if I have something else here. Yeah, because people getting tied up. Yeah, people getting tied up. Right? I wonder if this one, let me hear what she had to say here, boy. I wonder what this one had to say. Where did the thing go? Hey, thing come back here. Right, you have to think so. The thing want to operate on your own, how you want and all kind of thing. You don't want to do what I'm telling it do. Now you have to do what I'm telling it do, man. So let me see if we could get this one to play here. Nice. Let me see if we could play. Now what do you think? You want to play? You will play, man.
Forget. We're not sitting here just because we want to sit here. People have decided, Mr. Speaker, not once, not twice, they have decided
Okay, but the people didn't decide for you to sit on that side that you're sitting. Yeah, not once, not twice. They've decided that you're not supposed to be sitting on that side. So if you have the belly, if you have the guts, what you would do is resign. Go to the Governor General and say that you're vacating the seat. Let us have let us have a by-election. And then you go see who is who. Let us have a by-election. Vacate the seat. Go to the Governor General. Write the letter. You want help to draft the letter? No problem. Send an email, send a WhatsApp. I'll draft the letter for you myself. Go to the Governor General. Say that you're vacating the seat and you're giving the constituents of the seat the opportunity to choose who they want for the seat.
To vote us in 15-0. So how come are we talking leadership issue here?
Maybe you could tell us? I don't know.
When the nation has made a decision to vote the new national party, that's because they tried others and they have decided that they wanted. So 2013, maybe we could have said, well, there's a failed leadership, so they give us 15. But we served for 5 years, and then they give us the next 15-0. Are we talking about leadership? The people must decide. That's why we are here.
Yes, the people must decide. Even leadership within the constituency, the people must decide. 4407377. I'm sorry to the caller that I just missed. Give me a call back, 4407377 and 347-329-3101. All right, nice. All you saw, all you want me put on the number for? No, that ain't called for in that case. That's a small fry. That one try a shot where it don't work. We don't give in that number out, man. Oh, God. Now, louder one tonight. Let me say a special good night to my cousin Ira. Rasta. Cousin Ira, I hope you're having a good night, Ira. Cousin Margaret, good night to you and Multan. I hope both of you are having a wonderful night as well. Let's go to the phone line. Hello, good night.
Under the nutmeg tree.
Under the nutmeg tree. How are you doing, bro?
You stupidly. You remember all you say the woman commit political suicide.
Mm-hmm.
So what's she going with that? Tell me you commit suicide already. And anybody commit suicide, remember God is watching your face. I ain't going to know, even though my brother commit suicide, I ain't going to his funeral. That ain't make no sense. Look.
Oh boy.
Deacon Prime Minister, Deacon Mitchell, going in the body speech and calling them hungry mouth. Deacon wasn't talking to no NMP minister, no NMP people. He talking to his own parliament, you know. Like Ron Redding and them, and Kevin he talking to him. You have no money, welcome doing politics. You beggy, your mouth on the ground. Oh God, Ron, but no shame, you know. Kevin, you shame like a old crab. Thank you, and I met you.
All right, my brother. No, but I mean, within his own ranks, and it says something about what he believes about the people who are surrounding him. Because if you've given them an increase last year, a significant increase at that, non-taxable, and you still believe that they go thief, so you need to increase the amount that you're giving them. It says a lot about the people that you select. We have a call online. Good night.
Hello, good night, Sheldon. Good night to the listening public.
Good night.
Yeah, Sheldon, some things keep popping up regularly, and it seems to me it's getting out of hand.
Mm-hmm.
Last budget, I heard a woman call a parliamentary representative call people dog. And this budget, again, she returned and called people commoners. That's a trend, in my opinion, that has been taking place from the last two observation of budget debate. And I think we as Grenadian, we need to set the tone or set the pace that people should have respect for people. I also made comment on a program that you hear people in Parliament being very disrespectful and displaying a high level of arrogance and negative attitude, and Mr. Speaker of the House is not fixing that. So to speak, fixing it, taking it to a next level. So I am wondering what kind of Parliament that we are setting for the future generation. Now, another person called on that program and speak about it and said, well, in the big countries you have severe conflict of interest and people pelting chair and table and things like that behind one another. My concern is if Palestinian and Israel fighting war at the same land over land issue, are we going to fight with Carriacou over land issue? If Venezuela and Ghana is fighting over land issue, are we going to fight with Carriacou over land issue? In other words, I am simply stating the fact. What the big countries or the other countries around us is doing, are we going to pattern ourselves to it? Are we going to adapt their culture? We are a peace-loving Grenadian people. We are happy Grenadian people. We are good people. We are spiritual people. Irrespective to one person who tells lies. And I am saying I don't believe in that. And these are some of the issues that I find a trend is been taking place over this country. And then I heard you play a tape respect to a minister or a parliamentary representative who some years ago was proud to be on one team, and now she is saying wrong whosoever it is now. Now, I heard a program this morning and she was very how should I use the word? The program master had given her a run for she money. It didn't sound good on her behalf. It didn't go down well. But when you're ungrateful, as she used the word a while ago, ungratefulness is a nasty curse. And if that curse comes back to haunt you, it's going to haunt you real bad. If you want to say that nobody didn't do nothing for you, and you continue to be a beggar, you should thank the people who take you out from begging and not bash anybody else who created you or wanted you to become a beggar. And I am saying, when I heard that debate on the budget by that parliamentary representative, it was very shocking to me. That individual spoke about herself alone. Where she was, where she came from, and where she is now. I think she was very selfish. It was uncalled for. I think she should, in herself, should respect herself, her family, and do the right thing. But after this morning, when I hear the kind of stuff that was hurled at her, it is shameful. Don't
Caller, I'm running out of time and I need to move at 10 on the dot. So, yeah.
All right.
Thank you so very much, my brother.
Okay.
All right, folks. Yes, it is just close to 10 and I must move on the dot tonight. Folks, I'd like to thank each and every one of you for joining us for Talking Points tonight. Yes, definitely. We are on tomorrow night, God's willing, with more Talking Points for you. Never could tell. I might have more videos that I could play. Anyhow, but that's all the time we have for Talking Points tonight. It's been wonderful being here with you. And in everything you say and do it safe and secure. I want to be speaking to and with you and definitely not about you. My name is Sheldon Scott. I am out of here. And yeah, see you all tomorrow.
So much people complaining about the government. I wonder why they complaining when it's only 1 year they spent. They come in and complain to me, which I find strange, because the election victory, majority voted for change. So then I start to wonder, what is some of them seen? Why complain to this fella when they know my color is green? It seems like they don't have patience. That's the reason why. Or something pricking the conscience they just cannot satisfy. Don't blame me, don't complain to me. Why complain to me? Change you wanted to see. Oh, don't blame me, don't complain to me. Why complain to me? Change you wanted to see. 13 years we in power, you was in opposition. You won with your propaganda. I really thought you had a plan. You appeal to them old people, push promise in the head. If they only vote for you, pension will be 400. So much seniors they turn out to give you their support. Right now some of them hand to mouth because you lock the throat. $50 you increase, that's not what you promise. And if they have children overseas, you remove the name from the list. Don't blame me. Why complain to me? Change you wanted to see. Oh, don't blame me. Don't complain to me. Why complain to me? Change you wanted to see. Don't blame me. Don't complain to me. Why complain to me? Change you wanted to see. Don't blame me. Don't complain to me. Looked at our youth program, you said it was not working. If they only give you a chance, you'll do some improving. You went out to them Imani and make them understand. If they vote for NDC, you giving them a grand. Now you from the government, you bring youth empowerment. All who were getting 700 right now, they're getting a cent. 7 months now they gone home, you leaving them to roam. Seems like the grand you promised them is grandchildren they bringing home.